So we're back. I sat in I'm actually going through my closet. I'm gonna hang up everything that I got from the thrift store. Will this sit right here? Can y'all see? Yeah, y'all can see. So these are a few of the things I got so far from the thrift store that I hung up. Purging and kind of like replacing items in my wardrobe. It's a Madewell jacket and it's long. I counted everything and it came out to 97 items that I've gotten rid of today. Can you tell I was in a mood? One of my questions that I had for myself was, what am I holding on to that I've outgrown? My current wardrobe, ready to purge and elevate my style and create a true capsule wardrobe. That included like clothes, shoes, undergarments, jackets, sweatpants, t-shirts. Like literally I got rid of 97 items. Like what? Hey y'all, happy Saturday. Why am I singing? Airplanes. Hey y'all, it is Saturday afternoon and it is around what time? 2:10. I have some stuff to do on my list. I have some stuff to do with my credit report or like credit profile. I've just been really cleaning up my credit is good right now. Don't get it twisted, okay? But there's just a couple of things that I'm like taking it to the next level because I think I've mentioned this to you guys before. Wealth and like really my financial portfolio has been a really big priority for me this quarter of the year. Yeah, so I've been really prioritizing, just doing everything I can to make sure that my personal credit is on point so that I can acquire business credit, all that fun stuff. So I'm learning simultaneously, but I have some pretty good knowledge of like how credit works and what I need to do in order to take it to the next level. And I'm also working with someone that's helping me on that. So I've just been feeling more joy lately. The projector guide. So you guys have heard me talk about human design, and you know that, well, if you've been paying attention, you know that I am a projector. That's my aura type within human design. And when I first started studying human design, I was like, ooh, I think I could, you know, incorporate this into my coaching practice. I had started to study and I've just been really tapping into my own type. I've been tapping into the other types and just like studying the fuck out of it. At first I was like, okay, yeah, I want to coach all human design types. But then I felt like, okay, but I really want to master being a projector in human design, as well as like there was just something that came over me like, no, get more specific, get more specific, get more specific, get more niche, get more niche. So I decided that I was going to specifically target projectors within human design. The thing with that is I still have to know the other human design types, because what the projector guide is going to be about is essentially a guide for the guide, a guide for projectors, a guide for those that are here to guide the other energy types, the other aura types. So that means that I have to be familiar with the other types as well. So that's essentially what the projector guide is. And I am really excited about this because it's like I'm at that point in my life where if I feel like I need to pivot, I'm gonna pivot. Still feel very connected to Earth Angel Ashley as a brand. So I'll kind of read to you guys what my brand voice is. The reason I'm mentioning this is because I actually just acquired a new consulting client to help them with their brand voice. Let me back up. If you don't know, I'll share with you. As a projector, I am to be invited for major life events, major life happenings. I'm to be invited to be into a romantic relationship. I'm to be invited into a business partnership, invited into like just major things, major projects, that type of things. There's this woman that I went to high school with. Her name is Sierra. She randomly reached out to me like maybe 3 weeks ago. We had ran into each other probably like 2 years ago. It was the day I got fired from this corporate gig that I was working where they told me I was no longer coachable. I was on the brink of quitting anyway, and I already started my wellness business, and I was practicing and coaching and doing client work. They ended up firing me, and that same day there was an event. Brittany Applegate created this brand called Brand Chicago, and I went to one of the workshops, and I had seen Sierra there. We went to high school together, but then her and Brittany went to ISU together, college. So I seen her, we were just catching up. She asked me what I was up to and what I've been doing, yada, yada, yada. So we were just like catching up. And that was really the last time I spoke to her. That was 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago at this point. She ended up reaching out to me a few weeks ago and was like, hey girl, do you still write? Because at the time I was blogging. And I was like, you know, I don't have my blog anymore. I still do independent projects, consulting work and stuff like that. She was like, well, I think we should hop on a call because I think you might be able to help me out with something. So initially she wanted me to come and like basically technical write. But then after having a conversation, I discovered that what she really needed help with was brand voice. She basically asked me, how could I help? Because I thought she wanted me to create content, and that's not something that I provide for other clients. And so, long story short, I don't want to get too many details, but basically, she is now about to be a new client of mine, doing a combination of coaching and consulting around brand voice. Earth Angel Ashley is my creative outlet for visual storytelling, with overarching themes of wellness, luxury, and life alignment, sprinkling in some wit and humor by exuding confidence and a quirky charm. It's where I can connect with my community on a personal level and make an impact, drive progressive change, and give insight into my journey of holistic joy. My brand image is seen through my special connection to Black culture, minimalism, spirituality, and esotericism. It shows the intentionality and alignment with everything that I give energy to. My brand story is told through the lens of vlogging, creating meaningful and engagement content, sharing travel adventures, and being a foodie with a bougie palate. My brand voice is heard through my passions, really tapping into me as an on-screen talent, a coach in human design, a coach in customer success, a producer, a sometimes creative consultant, and a developing entrepreneur. That's what Earth Angel Ashley is about. That is my brand, okay? Like, I have been rambling. Why am I even talking about this? Why did I even start talking about this? Oh, because I was talking about the projector guide. Okay, yeah. I was invited to work on this project. I never even seeked out this project. I didn't even know that there was a project for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, when she reached out to me, that was her invitation for me. And I explored. We had a really good conversation back and forth. Now I'm gonna be meeting her business partners next week, and like, that was a huge invitation for me because it's a pretty big project. Like, and I'm just really like, I feel like I'm really living in alignment right now. And I can flash back to moments in my life prior to me even knowing about human design and be like, that was an invitation. That was an invitation. If I'm in alignment, I'll know which invitations to accept and which ones to not accept. There's gonna be invitations thrown at me all the time. But being in alignment, it will just be smooth sailing. It'll feel like faded because it's like me getting back into like my consulting bag. While also making an impact, helping another brand make an impact through their voice. I'm not separate of my brand. I just show up as me, and those that I'm for and that see me and recognize me, think of me for certain things, for certain projects, and they invite me in. That's just the way that it works for me. We were here to just talk about the projector guide because today is the new moon in Sagittarius, and I was encouraged to share my latest masterpiece, and that is it, the projector guide. Stay tuned. You guys will be hearing a lot more about it. Upcoming vlogs, you'll see it on my social media. You'll see me really like putting my effort and energy into the projector guide. A product of Earth Angel Ashley, baby.